All right, just wanted to show some quick ways of how to actually create low content books using Canva. What you'll have to know or need to know first is the actual size of the book that you want to create, whether it's a journal, a notebook, a puzzle book, or a coloring book, or anything of that nature. You want to know what size you're going to be doing. So a lot of people, when I see them create, and this is not to say that the way they're creating it is wrong. I just think it's more difficult to do it that way, and I'm saying that from personal experience, doing trial and error. But just because it was difficult for me doesn't mean it's difficult for you, right? Well, anyway, so a lot of people will do the normal. They'll go here on Canva and they'll type in book cover, right? Because you're going to create a book cover first. That's the first thing that I normally do when I'm creating a low content book. The great thing about Canva is you'll see a bunch of different templates. So here you see templates that have already been created. Now, these templates are not for you to utilize as is, right? They're supposed to be used to help you inspire whatever you're trying to create. So you would take one of those templates and then you would modify it to fit whatever the need of the creation that you're creating. But I normally try to stay away from that because it's so easy to get caught up into the ideas that's always already presented, where you kind of lose your knack of creativity. But they have a plethora. They have so many different templates that you can utilize for regular book covers, and I'm pretty sure you can find some low content too. As you can see, like Play With Me, it might not be low content, but you could kind of tweak it to make it a low content. But I normally would go to the blank template. So when you go to a blank template, a lot of people just create the front cover, right? And it looks better to do it this way if you're trying to present it like on social media. You can see it better, especially if you're doing the reels or the TikTok or YouTube shorts. If you're doing any of those types of things, it will look better when you're trying to show this. But it's double work when you're creating it like this because now you're going to have to create the actual template here, and then you'll have to do a back cover and then you have to do a spine. Whereas you can go in, if you already know that you're going to create a 6x9, the 6x9, the templates that they have on Amazon, they'll tell you what the full dimensions are. And for a 6x9, I want to say that was full dimensions are 10. Yeah, I think this is it right here. So you'll do a resize. And then now you have it right here. You'll have it. So the way I normally would start out from the beginning is I will make a spine. I'll make a book spine just because it allows me to separate the front of the book and the back of the book. Not saying this is the only way, but this is the best way that I figured from trial and error that works best for me. So you would go here, drop it down, right? And because I've done this so much, I kind of can go by sight on these. All right, then you click away from it, shift it in the middle. The great thing about Canva is they have guidelines. So I know it's kind of hard for you probably to actually see it. Let's see. Let me go here. I'm showing you right here. Okay. So here they all go right here. All the covers right here that I was telling you about. So as I stated before, I normally would just go to the blank tab here. If I know that the cover is 6x9, as I was stating, that it will be easier to work in it this way, right? You can work in it directly right here. It's aesthetically pleasing for the eyes when you're looking at it on social media when somebody's trying to teach you how to do it. Then once I do it that way, you can do it that way, but it's going to be double work. So now you're creating the front cover, right? This will be your front cover. I don't know why this keeps jumping away for some reason. It's not allowing you to see the next screen for some odd reason. So I might have to just jump in this way. So when it opens up, the way the streamer is here, when I click on that link to go to the actual cover, it won't allow me to show you how to do the whole resizing thing. So I'm gonna have to go to one that's already set up. Share this tab. Okay, here it is right here. All right, so actually I can do it this way. I just figured it out. Share this instead. All right, so this is what it would look like once again, right? This is what it would look like on Instagram and all them other places, but it's difficult because you're doing double work. You want to go and do a resize, and then you will hit here because I know this is just from experience that I know 6x9 is what this is actually is, the full dimension. And then I'll hit resize, and then it'll pop like this, right? So once that pops up right there, then I'll put a spine in the middle of it and then begin designing. I use this for a spine, but it's other things you can use as far as other different rectangles, but I like to keep it simple. If I can get it on 90 real quick. Okay. Then I'll stretch it out. Click right there, stretch it out. And I'm, like I was saying before, I know you probably couldn't see it, but I just fixed the streaming. Canva has guidelines. If you can see right here, let me see if I can change this color so you can see it better. Let me change it to white. When I move it into the center, you'll have it like that, right? So that's your guideline to let you know that everything is centered properly. I would know, I would probably make this a little bit thinner, only because I know kind of how Amazon is from doing it for quite some time. If you want to do, it's coming up. I think Easter's coming up, right? Yeah, let's do Easter. All right. So this is my start right here. The spine of the book is already created. This is going to be the front side. This is going to be the back side. Then I would just start grabbing elements. You can do, since this one's gonna be Easter inspired, right? It's just a notebook. I think I'm gonna just do a notebook. So if this is gonna be Easter inspired, I can do a quick one where I'm just taking photos and stretching it out. So I can take this photo here. I can make it somewhat this size here, drop it down here. You want to kind of stay in the guidelines that they have. It's really probably about right here, because when Amazon cuts the book or whatever self-publishing company you utilize, when they start to do the trims for the actual book, they will cut around the outside edges. So you don't want to lose any of your words, your verbiage, or whatever you have. So I try not to put things too, probably about right here. And then I'll make sure this is stretched right. Now that's one idea. You probably see me play around with a bunch of different other ideas while I'm doing this, but you know, that's just me trying to figure out what I want to do because I don't have a. I just thought about Easter a while ago. So you can also take an image like this, right? I could take this image. Let's delete this one right here. Cancel. Take this, and if I didn't like that grass on the back, I would do edit, and then I would do background removal. Once I remove the background, and I felt as though this model was aesthetically pleasing to what I was trying to create, then you'll see what I would do. As you see here, it removed all the background. You don't have to do all that trimming and everything that you have to do in Photoshop and things of that nature. And you could just put it there. I would probably color this. Probably want a different color for this. What about yellow? How does yellow look? But I don't even like that. So, but then I can probably. Let's see. Oh, let's see. And I'm just grabbing elements that I could think of, like this would be dope, right? What you think would be dope? I think that would be dope. As far as utilizing the things that's on Canva, I haven't had a problem with it. I don't recall it being any like copyright thing, but you want to make sure you jazz them up to kind of fit what you're trying to create. This is a photo, so I might not even use it. I try to stay with graphics and different types of graphics, and I'll just play around with different graphics until I find something that I think is captivating. And keeping with this could be something. I like this though, but I don't know how it would turn out with printing. Should turn out fine though. And here, let's just say if I wanted to utilize, let's move this over here. I might play with that on another book. But let's just say if I wanted to utilize this right here, all I would need to do is I don't know, I kind of low key like that one. Let's take this away. This is just part of the creative process. I'm horrible when it comes to this stuff. I'll change my mind real quick. All right, you see here. Let's go back here. Easter eggs. I just want to let you know that I feel you and I can't let go. What you do? So here I'm just gonna use the words Happy Easter because they're already there. Just trying to show you how to do this easier. Go back to elements. What you want to do? It's kind of a little better though, right? You'll find anything you don't give. So once again, just trying to make sure everything's centered. I'll pull this over a little bit just because I don't want to deal with the issue. Pause this right here. There we go. And then what else we can throw up there? What else we can throw up there? There's probably a bunch of eggs. I can go like white. White polka dots. I can do white or pink polka dots. It just depends. No, I don't like that. You try everything, you won't give up. I'm a sucker for love. Let's see what we got. Let's get some more pop. See, the only reason I don't like that is because the colors are so much brighter. Even though I can turn it down, but I can turn it down. I can fade it with the position. I can put it in the background. I just think it don't look that good. Like I can do this. Then I can take eggs right here. drop it down, turn it here. So you can also put shadows behind these, but sometimes it doesn't give you that option. And the trick that I utilize is, let's see if I can do it here. Change the tone of this one. See, turn it all black. And then I'll take this, put it here. To kind of make it stand out. As you can see, I can give you that 3D look. And I probably delete that. Delete that too. I'm just trying to show you a quick way to create a low content book, because I know I get questions about it. So as you see here, then I'll go edit. I'll duplicate this one, do the tones again. Simulator, do tone. All right. So I'm gonna push this one here. Push this one here. Now, as you see right now, this is actually behind that one. So you could go to position and then you will hit forward. And now you're in the front of it. You can do it that way. This depends on what way. And then let's see, one other thing I'll do. I want to duplicate this. And then I'll stretch this out, right? I'll show you. It'll make sense in a minute. I'm going to stretch this out here. Stretch this out here. So let's change the color on that. Go here. I want to use these same colors here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it a tad bit skinnier. Center it. And then I'll push this to the back, right? All right. Probably make it a little bit skinnier though. Right there. Now I'll center it. Center it there. And then I can do like a quick let's see if I did this here. And I say grass, right? Let's do some grass right here. Now this is probably gonna get clipped off. I know, see how it looks kind of crazy right there, but what I'm gonna end up doing is, once again, hit position, putting it in the back, and shrink the rabbit down a little bit. I'm gonna remove these. I didn't like them. I didn't like how it turned out. And then you'll have this right here. So I can keep going. I'll end up keep messing with this for a while. I just wanted to show you it's not as crazy hard to jump around and play in Canva as you might think. You just got to keep playing with all the elements and figure out what works best and what looks best. And your first one isn't going to be the best one, um, but just keep moving forward, keep trying different ones. So I hope that helped. Appreciate you watching. I could have did it faster than that, but I'm still trying to get this whole streaming thing down. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that follow button. Have a great day. Peace.